Hello, everyone. Welcome to class today. And today we'll be learning about another type of adjective, which is the quantitative adjective. Now, what is quantitative adjective? A quantitative adjective is an adjective that describes the quantity or amount of a noun. So it tells us how many or how much of something that is available. Some examples of quantitative adjectives are some, many, few, several, all, more, most, enough, little, sufficient, whole, etc., etc., etc. So there's so many of them, but we just picked these few for the purpose of this class. Let's look at these in some examples in sentences. Sentence examples. Example 1. I have several books on the topic. I have several books on the topic. This tells us that there are more than one of these books that is being referred to. Several. Sentence number 2. There is enough food for everyone, meaning the food is so much that everyone will get something to eat. Example 3. Most of the students passed the examination. There were so many students that wrote the examination, but most of them passed it. Example number 4. Little effort is needed to achieve this. So it tells us the amount of effort that is necessary or needed. And the last of all is this. There's sufficient time for the debate. There's sufficient time for the debate, meaning that the time allotted or given for the debate is sufficient. It's enough. And then we have types of quantitative adjectives. There are types, about three types of quantitative adjectives. The first one is a definite quantity. The definite quantity tells us the exact amount or the whole amount. And we can find that in words as whole, sufficient, enough, all, and so on. So, to look at these in sentence example, let's look at this one. It says, he had enough money for the trip, meaning that the money that was allotted for the trip was the exact amount that was needed. It was not less. The exact amount that was needed for that trip was what he had. And the other type of quantitative adjective is the indefinite quantity. The indefinite quantity is uncertain, is vague, simply means that it does not tell us the amount, the exact amount. It just tells us that it's an amount, but not the exact. So we are left guessing how many, how much, we're not sure. We can find out in words such as some, any, much, little, and so on. Now let's see this in a sentence. It says, can I get some water? So we're not sure of the amount of water. So whatever you can give, fine. It could be a cup of water, it could be a basin of water, it could be a jar, it could be a jug, whatever you can get, just get. We're not sure of the amount of water. That is about indefinite quantity. And then we have the last one, which is the negative quantity. The negative quantity tells us that that particular thing is not available. It is not there at all. We can find it in such words as no, none, and so on. Example sentence is there is no sugar left in the cabin, meaning that the sugar is exhausted, it's not there. So, this brings us to the end of today's class. I hope you learned something. Yes, of course, I know you've learned something today about the quantitative adjective, which tells us about how many or how much of a thing that is there. And we looked at three types, which is the definite, the indefinite, and the negative quantity. Thanks for attending today's class. Remember to ask questions where you're not clear, and don't forget to share to your friends so that they can be part of what we are learning here every day. And just in case you're also joining us for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you're following us on other social media platforms, don't forget to follow us, comment, share, and like our videos, and be part of all the activities we do. All right, I'll see you in our next class. Bye.